Backstage tensions boiled over on this week's episode of Raw in one of the most explosive confrontations the WWE Universe has witnessed in months, as Liv Morgan finally snapped and confronted Dominik Mysterio over his increasingly suspicious interactions with rising NXT sensation Roxanne Perez. What started as a quiet post-match moment quickly spiraled into emotional chaos when Liv, clearly fuming and no longer able to keep her composure, stormed through the backstage hallway like a woman possessed. Her eyes were locked on Dominik, who had been spotted just moments earlier in what appeared to be a rather animated and intimate conversation with Roxanne. Witnesses say Liv didn't hesitate, no subtle glances, no holding back. She marched right up to Dominik and unleashed the fury she'd clearly been bottling up for weeks. Her voice was sharp, angry, and filled with betrayal as she barked, "You really think I didn't see you chatting it up with her? You think I'm that blind, Dom? You think I don't know what's going on behind my back?" Dominik, caught between confusion and panic, immediately tried to defuse the situation, claiming it was all just a friendly exchange. He explained that he was only offering Roxanne some advice, mentorship, support, nothing more. But Liv wasn't buying a single word. She interrupted his explanation mid-sentence, her tone turning colder by the second. "Don't insult me, Dominik," she snapped. "Don't stand there and pretend like I don't see what's happening. First it's advice, then it's time alone backstage, and then what?" The tension was unbearable. Dominik tried to reason with her again, saying, "You're being paranoid, Liv. Roxanne is young, she's just trying to find her place. It's not like that at all." But Liv had heard enough. She stepped closer, her voice low but lethal, and warned him that if Roxanne Perez didn't learn to back off and respect boundaries, she would handle the situation personally, and it wouldn't be pretty. Dominik tried to protest, insisted there was nothing to worry about, but his words were drowned out by Liv's final threat. "If she steps into my world one more time, I promise you, I will make sure she regrets it," she said before storming off, leaving Dominik standing in stunned silence. The encounter left bystanders speechless and set the internet ablaze with speculation. Is Liv Morgan overreacting out of insecurity, or is there a deeper betrayal brewing behind the scenes? Could Dominik's mentorship with Roxanne be crossing personal lines that he doesn't even realize, or is Liv's jealousy clouding her judgment? And what about Roxanne Perez herself? Is she truly just an innocent rookie soaking up advice from a veteran, or is she cunningly playing both sides to get ahead? Some insiders are whispering that this love triangle, or perhaps love square if another name enters the mix, is only the beginning of a much bigger power struggle playing out beneath the surface. There are rumors that Liv's outburst was not the first warning sign, and that backstage officials have noticed mounting friction between her and Roxanne for weeks, dating back to when Dominik first began praising Roxanne's work ethic during interviews. Others suggest this isn't just personal, it's professional. Liv Morgan may feel threatened by a new generation of talent, especially one receiving public attention from someone she once considered loyal. The WWE Universe is on edge, fans divided, and questions swirling. Was Liv justified in confronting Dominik, or did she let her emotions get the best of her? Is Dominik hiding something, or is he the misunderstood victim of a toxic backstage rumor mill? And most importantly, what will Roxanne Perez do now that she's been dragged into the crosshairs of one of the most emotionally intense storylines in recent memory? All eyes are now locked on next week's Raw as we wait to see if Liv's threats turn into action, if Dominik finally sets the record straight, or if Roxanne fires back with her own side of the story. One thing's for sure, the drama has reached a boiling point and there's no turning back. Hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up, because this isn't just gossip, this is war, and it's far from over. Chaos erupted backstage on Raw this week in a confrontation that no one saw coming and everyone's talking about. Liv Morgan was on a warpath, and her target wasn't just any random superstar, it was Dominik Mysterio, and the cause of her fury? None other than rising NXT star Roxanne Perez. The drama kicked off when Liv, visibly upset and not even attempting to hide her emotions, stormed into the hallway where Dominik had just been seen deep in conversation with Roxanne. Without hesitation, Liv launched into a tirade, her voice laced with accusation and betrayal as she said, "You really think I didn't see you talking to her? You think I don't know what's happening behind my back, Dom?" Dominik, clearly caught off guard, scrambled to explain that his interaction with Roxanne was harmless and purely professional, claiming it was nothing more than some guidance for a younger talent finding her footing on the main roster. But Liv wasn't hearing it. She cut him off with a heated warning, accusing him of crossing a line and disrespecting their connection by entertaining someone she clearly sees as a threat. Tension filled the air like a storm cloud ready to burst, and the argument only intensified from there. Dominik pushed back, saying, "You're overreacting. Roxanne's just learning the ropes. This isn't what you think it is. But Liv wasn't buying his calm tone or his vague explanations. With fire in her eyes, she made it clear that if Roxanne Perez didn't stop what she was doing, whatever that may be, Liv would handle the situation herself, no apologies and no second chances. The confrontation has sent shockwaves through the WWE locker room and left fans speculating wildly. Is Liv Morgan really just being protective, or is her jealousy a sign that something more serious is going on between Dominik and Roxanne? Is Dominik genuinely innocent, or is there more to his mentorship than his letting on? And where does Roxanne Perez stand in all this? Is she an innocent bystander caught in a jealous rage, or is she quietly stirring the pot for her own gain? One thing is certain, this storyline just exploded into full-blown drama, and the fallout is far from over. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because if you thought this was the peak of the madness, just wait. It's only getting started. Backstage on Raw erupted into chaos this week as Liv Morgan confronted Dominik Mysterio in a fiery, unfiltered showdown that's now the talk of the entire WWE universe. This wasn't some petty disagreement, it was a full-blown emotional eruption that turned the quiet corridors of the arena into a battleground. The tension had been building for weeks, and it finally exploded when Liv caught Dominik talking to none other than rising NXT star Roxanne Perez. Liv didn't hesitate. She stormed up to Dominik, eyes blazing, her voice sharp with betrayal and fury. "You really think I didn't see you chatting with her?" she snapped. "You think I'm that clueless, Dom? You think I don't know what's going on behind my back?" Dominik, clearly caught off guard, tried to play it cool. He insisted it was just casual talk, that Roxanne was seeking advice and that he was only trying to help her navigate the transition to the main roster. But Liv wasn't buying it, not for a second. Her expression only grew colder as she fired back. "Advice? Since when does advice come with long conversations and sex?"